Hello, everyone. Just as a disclaimer for this episode before we begin, I recorded this impromptu while visiting my dad, so I did not have my normal microphone, and the microphone that we did have had a short in the wire. So sometimes the audio is much louder for one of us than the other because one of us might have been holding the microphone, and sometimes there's a buzzing in the background from that. So I just wanted to state that at the beginning because I did everything in my power to clean it up, but there just wasn't that much I could do. So, other than that, I hope you enjoy. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to a very special edition of Rom's Ramblings. I'm joined today by my very own father, Big Daddy Stone. How are you, Dad?
I'm wonderful. I feel really good. I feel strong. And I feel like the world is my oyster. I'm exactly where I thought it'd be. I've achieved all my goals.
Is this where you want to be when Jesus comes back?
Yeah.
Sitting here picking on poor little Joe Dirt.
This is where I want to be when Jesus comes back. Right here, doing this.
What should we talk about? This is how these go. I sit in front of the mic until something hits me. And then I ramble. Sometimes the recording goes on for 30 minutes and then I get 15 out of it or something.
Yeah, I totally get it.
Yeah.
Like, it's got to be hard just to sit down and ramble when I see why those people, they get real popular before they start staging all their shit. Like on TikTok and on YouTube Shorts and even reality TV. Like, you weren't around for when reality TV started, and they didn't try so hard to let you know that it was scripted.
Yeah.
And they actually followed people and edited out stuff without time constraints. Like, they didn't go, okay, we're filming today. They went and followed you and filmed you, and it was real, but it just wasn't exciting enough, I guess. People consume in a different way. We need drama and awfulness.
Reality TV is so bad.
I know.
It's so bad.
Because it's scripted and it's just disappointing in how far they go to make it.
I find a lot of it so bad it's funny. I really do. Like watching a bad movie.
I can't watch most reality. Occasionally Todd Chrisley will give me a chuckle. I might tune into him once in a great while, but as with all of them, they just get over-scripted as time goes on, and it just ruins it. I feel mellow. I feel nice and mellow. Just my natural mellowness kind of oozing through my pores.
I don't think I have any of that natural mellowness.
I think you do. You just got to tune into it.
I don't know if mellow's the word.
Yeah, I'm definitely more mellow than you are. I mean, I'm not, there's levels to mellow. You know, there's like Cheech mellow, and then there's like Chong mellow. Those are two different shades of mellow. Yeah.
We gotta watch those movies.
We gotta watch those movies. I haven't watched them in forever because it doesn't exactly, I mean, 25 years ago, those movies were hilarious to me, and now I don't, you know, I'm not going to sit down and blow 2 hours on a Cheech and Chong movie. But once in a while, I think about it. And I think I could sit down and cycle through a few I haven't seen in a while. A few Cheech and Chongs. The Blues Brothers. You know, movies like that that were awesome and that you loved for whatever reason at one time, but you don't watch them for decades on end. Because now I'm old enough that I can say I haven't watched something for decades. That's wild.
You're young at heart.
I am. So young. So young.
And you look good.
I look great.
You're gorgeous. You're gorgeous.
I look great.
Let me ask you some questions for the people.
The people. We got to talk to the people.
We got people listening that want to know about Big Daddy Stone.
Oh, I didn't know that was what this was going to be about.
No, it wasn't, but that's what it is right this moment.
This is Rom's Ramblings.
I'm going to come up with with some questions off the cuff for you.
Off the old stiff cuff.
Some interview questions for you, Big Daddy.
Okay.
God. I've never called you Daddy my whole life.
I just called it too. You did when you were a little tiny, but you grew out of it quick. By the time you were 5, Daddy was done with. And I'm not sure who talked you out of it. And it's fine. But, you know.
I think I talked myself. I just never liked Mommy and Daddy.
You could have waited till you were 8
Felt
or 9.
bad. It always felt gross.
10.
I don't know why.
It's because some jerk made it gross.
Probably.
Daddy's like the sweetest word that a guy can hear from his baby say. It's awesome. That's like
and the internet took it
awesome
and
word.
Ruined it.
Yeah.
They call us the wet bandits. Why?
The wet bandits.
Because we flood their houses when we're done, idiot.
I forgot about the wet bandits.
Home Alone. Ronnie's never seen Home Alone.
Why?
He won't watch it with me.
Ronnie's got some issues if he hasn't seen Home Alone. I mean, you've had to see it in at least the collection of snippets. It's been everywhere for 20-some years.
I want you to take your ugly, yellow, no good keister off my property. Before I pump your guts full of lead. All right, Johnny, I'm sorry. 1, 2, 10. And he starts just shooting. It was like,
And he was so short on the count. That was just not cool. Yeah.
God, I love that movie.
Yeah, it's a good movie. That's another one I haven't seen in a long time. I cycled through it at Christmas time for years, and then movies come along that replace it as your repeat views at Christmas time. Like Elf. I watch Elf more than once every year at Christmas time. You know. And I cycled back to National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. I'd left that alone forever, and I watch that every season now. Just added Polar Express. I've watched that this year for the first time.
So Uncanny Valley for me. The animation just teeters on creepiness.
Right.
It's great. Tom Hanks.
And Tom Hanks plays creepy characters and good characters. Like it's a real strange movie.
Tom Hanks makes me sad because when I was little, I know you've heard this. I watched Castaway, and it fucked me up when he lost Wilson. I was like, no, Wilson. I was still young to watch it. I was so emotionally messed up because he lost his volleyball.
I laughed and laughed. I was like, oh, you know.
Yeah. See, here's where we're starting to get to the differences between our personalities.
I was like, you play stupid games, you get stupid gifts there, Tom.
Play stupid games, win stupid prizes.
Win stupid prizes. There we go. I messed it up my first time whipping it out. Oh, that hurt. Yeah.
Had you never heard anyone say that?
I had never heard anyone say that until you laid it down on me.
That's from something famous.
Play stupid games, win stupid prizes.
You know what? Actually, I don't think it's from something famous. I just think it's some shit that like my sisters used to throw in my face or something.
That sounds like some redneck
Play
stuff.
stupid games, win stupid prizes.
Raylan Givens on Justified would have said, play stupid games, win stupid prizes, boy.
Stupid says or stupid does.
Yeah.
Stupid is. I'm fucking high as shit.
Stupid is as stupid does.
Yeah.
Boy, you stupid. Now we're back on Tom Hanks. Moving on. What were we talking about?
I was trying to come up with an interviewer question for you.
That was like 80 minutes ago.
I know.
How long have we been recording?
11 minutes.
Are you going to leave these big silences in just to bring people on the ride?
Just to let them see what it's like.
Yeah.
You want to have an authentic Rom's rambling?
How do you feel in this room, Rom? How do you feel? What is your first thought that comes to mind when you look around?
Needs more anime merchandise.
Anime merchandise.
If this were a room in my home, there'd be anime girls all over the walls.
Anime girls.
There'd be all kinds of shit happening.
All over the walls.
All over the place. Maybe a couple of anime figurines, scantily clad.
Well, this room is going to be a man cave at some point, and I know it's going to go through some significant changes, but I don't know if I will ever see any anime girls on these walls. You know what I mean? I think, if anything, maybe some tasteful foam acoustic wall cover right there. That real pretty egg carton artistic look. Maybe in a shale gray. That would look lovely.
Inspired.
Yes.
Minerals.
See, I like geology from the standpoint of I've always enjoyed rocks, and I had a tumbler when I was a kid and polished rocks.
Oh, that's cool.
When I was like 8 or 9. And I used to collect
Was it
stuff,
electric?
rocks in my pocket. The first one I had was a little cheap turn crank one.
You turn it?
And you'd turn it forever in the
Oh
rock
my God,
solution.
hours I bet.
Yeah. And then I finally got a little one that was, I think it took like 4 D cells or 6 D cells. I don't think it was electric.
I didn't do great working as a geology assistant. I was a good teacher, but the kids wouldn't listen because I was their age. They were my peers. They didn't want to learn from me.
I kind of get that, but I also am not crazy about kids in that age range. So, in the classroom and spending time with them. Out on the deck with a beer, they're great. But in the classroom, that's gotta suck. Nah, I don't want to go be in there.
We were gonna go and get some footage at this super spooky house that Big Daddy has a spooky story to go with.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what happened? What happened, Big Daddy? Why couldn't we get any footage?
Pulled in there. Couple boys were farming on their tractors over there, other side of the fence.
This is in super rural Virginia.
Super rural.
Middle of fucking nowhere.
Yeah. Pretty.
Yeah, our roots, where we're from, is beautiful, but...
So I was gonna park, and I was just going to walk down in there, hop a few fences, do a little misdemeanor trespassing, maybe not even.
Nothing that big, not a big deal.
Bad, nothing that would prevent me from getting a job and supporting, the economy, so contributing to the future of America. So. Get there, there's people out in the field, it's busy, it's farming, it's got a new road cut in that wasn't there before with new fencing and new property owners, and they're farming out in their field, and we had to stop, and we were busted at a dead end right at their driveway, and I can't turn around and just drive off looking all suspicious, and I was born and raised along the mountain not far from there. So I get out and go to the fence, and the guy hops off his tractor and comes over, and we chat. He ends up being super cool. But he's a farmer type, and he didn't really know me or didn't recognize me, and I didn't know him or recognize him, but we were playing social. But I asked him a few times about going down in there if he'd be cool with it, and he kind of kept referring me to the owner's house up the lane, so went up there to this beautiful house that was built by a Civil War officer for his wife, I believe, sometime in the late 60s, early 70s, 1860s, 1870s. And the new owner that moved in, I don't know like I did when it was 35, 40 years ago, where everybody knew everybody back there. And he didn't answer the door, so we didn't get permission. So we kind of circled like sharks.
We thought about it. We were looking at the fence like, should we just hop it and go as fast as we can? But they would have seen us.
Yeah, hiking
in the middle of the day, and they had an overlook of where we were going.
And I'd already made contact with them and told them what I wanted to do to look at the house, and it would have been awkward to just be ballsy enough to walk in there with eyes on me knowingly. So,
way off in the distance, there's the house. Can't go up to it, because that's trespassing. We're gonna go back at night at some point in the future. Like little felons. We're gonna sneak in, flashlights. We're gonna get our damn footage, I'm telling you. I'm gonna see that haunted house, I swear to God.
The roof has started to fall in. That's sad. Last time I was there, the roof was still on it, but it's a cool old house. I wish somebody had restored it, but it's way past that.
I'm glad someone didn't restore it. It's haunted as fuck. That house, the story you told me, I'm not going to include the story in this video for anyone who's wondering, but there's a story that goes with the house from years ago that is very scary. And the reason why we wanted footage is because I wanted to post the story and have footage of the actual place because it was feasible. As soon as I have that footage, I'm going to post the story that was recorded. Oh my God, did you even have your YouTube channel yet?
No.
That was before you even made your channel. Just a little bit before.
That was just on a visit we recorded that.
Yeah, and I still have it. That's going to be a good video because that's a good story. And I hope everyone's in suspense and is going to wait and like just be like, where the fuck is it? And it's going to like wiggle at the back of your mind and drive you crazy. And you're going to wish you could hear it. And we're sitting here right now and could tell you, but we won't. You're just going to have to wait.
So mean. You're so mean sometimes. Oh, it's funny. You're trying to be mean. It's so cute.
I tried. I never thought of any questions to ask you.
I know.
I can't think of anything that's good.
Well, you did. You asked me the question about what we did today in the house, or the other day in the house. I was trying
to think of stuff that my subscribers would want to ask, because you've never done a Q&A.
Probably never will.
And people are going to be driven crazy by that, because no one really knows anything about you. Like, literally, people know a lot of stuff about me.
Right.
You know, I've made my likes and dislikes and all kinds of things public, and I was trying to think of something that would give them something, because they don't know anything about you.
I'll do it if I get, like, a lot of people. Like, if I happen to...
What about 5,000? Maybe 5,000 milestone? Maybe, what about, wait till 10,000. 10,000 is a large, 10. Good number.
Yeah. Because the 10% rule applies. You know, your core audience, well, not your core, but your core is about 10.
When I hit 3,000, I think me and Ronnie did a Q&A together while we ate super hot salsa.
Why?
I don't know. It seemed funny. And it was. It was funny. And then at 4,000, I released that story about my stalker.
I remember that was funny.
God.
The story about your stalker. Oh, yeah, I think I went back and read about that.
That person that kept leaving flowers and stuff on my car turned out to be... Well, I'll edit out his name, but it turned out to be...
Yeah.
Just, I don't know. And then, since then, I think I did a 10,000 subscriber special, but I can't remember what it was. I'm not going to do another special until I hit 50,000. That's still like 25,000 away.
Channel's going nice and smooth and slow, and I'm happy with it. I'm more than happy with it.
Oh, I'm so proud of your channel.
I didn't think it would, I thought it would kind of hang around until I got bored with it, which I haven't. I enjoy it. But I didn't, think that it would grow at any kind of a click. But it's kind of cool. Some grow slower, some grow faster, but it's growing, and that's kind of neat.
I do regret sometimes making my face public, like on my Instagram. I get many more dick pics than I'd expect.
Jesus.
Yeah.
How many did you expect? Let's start with your expectations
as a woman,
versus reality.
As a woman online in general,
let's do the math.
You'd expect, I don't know, 3 or 4, maybe within a couple year period even. Mm-hmm. Just as a normal lady online, you're gonna get.
Of course,
But I made my face public,
Right.
And since then, I've had probably 30 unsolicited dick pictures sent to me.
30.
At least.
That's a lot of dicks.
And I don't know what people think. Like, I'm not going to see that and immediately report and block.
They're hoping that you'll be that kind of girl and holla back.
And you know what? Sometimes I'll block them and then they'll make another account.
Yeah.
And message me again.
Well, maybe you didn't like the name. The picture was fine. Maybe they need a new
Maybe that's
account
what
name.
they think. They're like, all right, I
gotta change up my
shoot my
game.
shot one more time.
New name.
Shoot my shot one more time.
Yeah, I just gotta paint a little bit different picture. She'll go for it this time.
God.
Did I jump on you for showing your feet? You gotta make people pay for that, honey.
Oh my God. Because I showed people my feet tattoos.
Yeah.
God. I got so many stupid jokes on that picture where I showed off my foot tattoo.
I know. And immediately, I was like, oh my God, you don't show your feet on the internet.
Oh, I was showing people my tattoo, and if they make it sexual, that's on them, not me. And people that make sexual comments to me that are just gratuitous and not a joke get immediately blocked anyway.
No, there's only 2 or 3 of those out there anyway, you know.
There were about 15 on that post. Most of them were jokes, but, so, you know, the jokes are one thing. You can kind of tell. Like, some idiot's gonna make a joke. But there were a couple that weren't. And it's like, okay, have fun never commenting to me again. Goodbye. Like, you know, I'm fast and loose with that hide loser from channel. Yeah, hide loser from channel. I'm fast and loose with it, and I think everyone should be. My channel, it's not a democracy, it's a monarchy.
Yeah, I'd rule with an iron fist.
I do. And I know so many people that are so much more lenient than me. And they're like, I have all these people in my comments and I have to constantly delete comments. Well, just start blocking the people that are belligerent or racist or problematic. Just don't let them comment anymore. I think some people don't know they can do it. PSA, you can block people from commenting on your videos ever again. It's right there.
It's right there.
It's right there. I won't tell you where, but it's right there.
Right there.
A little bit to the left. You went too. If you see the dolphin people, you went too far. Any other statements you want to make? We're probably getting around to having enough footage. I want to work together with you more soon. Get you in more stuff.
That would be cool.
I want to get a story. I want to get a story where we have like 50-50 back and forth dialogue. Like a long dialogue heavy one.
Is it going to be one of those where we're trying to get through something, or where one of the people kills the other people?
I don't know.
I like being a bad guy.
You do a good bad guy.
I don't get many bad guys. The other thing is, I really enjoy everything about the production process, even though some of it is slow and makes me want to pull a little of my hair is up here out. But it's so much easier for me to sink my teeth into something where I'm just a character instead of being the narrator and some other stuff, you know. So
really,
it's kind of, and I'd like to find something that was a little longer that I could just be one character. That'd be kind of neat. It's doing well.
I like being everybody. I like being the narrator, and I guess I just don't really have a caveat like that.
Yeah, I wouldn't call it a caveat. I mean, I do enjoy the others, just I feel like I'm better when I just have one character to concentrate on.
To embody.
Yeah.
Method acting.
I wouldn't go that far. I should try that.
Method acting?
Oh yeah. Like get in a role for a few hours before I come into the studio here, just walk around being that person, doing what I think they would do, saying what I think they would say, influencing people around you, coming off like that. You have to be careful. Don't want to do Tommy Taffy or Jeff the Killer. Or one of those characters.
The closest I've gotten to method acting is the really ridiculous way I had to do Tallulah's voice in The Last Sin Eater.
I love Tallulah.
The really, really big fat lady.
I love her.
She was...
Sloth or gluttony? Gluttony.
She wasn't Sloth and she wasn't Gluttony.
Really?
Sloth was this other girl and Gluttony was that big dude that TJ played that ate Ronnie's arm, Buck's arm. Oh my gosh, Tallulah was...
Envy?
No, that dude that TJ wrote after Ben Shapiro was Envy. He was supposed to be based off Ben Shapiro. Yeah. And he tried to like kind of talk like him and everything. Oh my goodness, this is gonna kill me. Tallulah Makepeace. I even know her whole name. Oh my gosh. She would jellify people and eat them. Lust. She was Lust.
You sure?
Yeah, because she was young and beautiful, and then the irony was that now she's disgusting. I think. I'm pretty sure she was Lust.
I think you might
because she would lure people into the woods, I think, by like, with lust, her lustiness. Lustrousness? Lustiferousness. Yeah. But anyway, first I would have to fill my mouth with saliva.
Right.
Kind of get sort of,
Loosen up your lip.
Kind of like when you need to swallow a little bit.
Right.
And then I would have to like, one of these.
Shoulders. Bring your
all
shoulders
shoulders, suck your neck down. And sometimes it would even help go like this.
Yeah.
To do old ladies, I gotta push real hard in my throat like that.
Yeah.
Ronnie taught me that. Anyway, yeah, that's the closest I've ever gotten to method acting.
Yeah, it's okay to damage your windpipe as long as it contributes to your art.
Oh, yeah.
Push in on it, right there on the side.
Well, you're not pushing in your windpipe, really. You're kind of pushing up into, like, around your vocal cords back there.
My throat gets dry, and I have to keep a drink nearby and edit out sips, because sometimes if I try to go deeper, sometimes if I try to come up out of where I am right now, and I try to go high as I could when I was younger, my throat dries out. I just don't sound natural.
You can't really sound young, can you? Like, say, teenager, 19-year-old.
The closest I can get, and the only time that I went for it, is two specific stories I did, and the one is Out Here, and the other one was the Blackbird Creek one. That's the one I did with you and Spirit Voices. Yeah. And I had to come across like 15, and I didn't. But I didn't try too hard, because that would have sounded worse than what I did. Which was try to sound younger.
When you do your Boston accent, you sound pretty like a younger guy.
Yeah, I have to go up into my nose for that one.
Get a little nasally.
Yeah, kinda. Like I draw it back here to the top of my mouth right here.
Matt?
That's how you make it sound that way.
Is that you, Matt Damon?
Matt Damon. Oh, I can't do a Matt Damon. He can go to that good, and so can.
Is that you, Goodwill Hunting?
Ben. But yeah, you gotta speak out of the top of your mouth instead of back here in the back where I talk.
I don't know if I.
I'm
could
back
do
here,
that.
and it come.
Gotta learn. Gotta learn how to.
Yeah, you kind of.
You gotta.
Put your tongue away from the top right there. Up here near the ruff.
Tongue away from the top right there.
Yeah. You're still out front too much, and your teeth get involved too much.
Your teeth get involved.
Yeah.
They get involved. They start pushing shit around. Yeah. Before you know it, they're fucking asking for a drawer.
Your tongue's hanging out of your mouth.
They're asking for a drawer, and they're trying to stay over and keep their toothbrush there, like you have the room.
Yeah. Then they have a phone installed on their side of the bed.
Ridiculous. Oh yeah, We watched an animated movie together.
We did.
We watched an anime, Princess Mononoke.
Mononoke. Ugh.
Classic. I got my dad to watch Princess Mononoke with me. Pretty hyped.
Has Billy Bob Thornton.
It does. It has good old Billy Bob.
Billy Bob.
And
There's
those...
a few other names you'll recognize if you see them in the credits.
Studio Ghibli is where it's at.
It was good.
Yeah.
It was pretty good.
Yeah. I love me some Studio Ghibli. That's not my favorite movie by them, but...
You've given me Studio Ghibli homework to do, and I've given you Wes Anderson homework.
Yeah, Wes Anderson. What was the movie called that we watched the other night?
The other night, well, that wasn't a Wes Anderson, but it kind of...
Oh, it wasn't?
No, but I showed it to you because it's the kind of movie that you kind of watch to see if you have the palate for Wes Anderson.
What was that one called again?
The Living Wake.
The Living Wake.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that was so funny.
So many people don't know about that movie, but it's entertaining. I enjoyed it.
I have shit in all of your pants. And when you go home and realize that that is true, you will know how... I can't finish.
I know, it's such a...
You know how horrible it has been to live next to you for the last couple of years. That was so... shit in all of your beds. I don't know. I'm real close to making us rewatch that instead of watching a different movie tonight.
We can if you want. You probably missed something because in every scene there's some silliness happening or stupid, weird. I mean, what kind of movie is that? I mean, it's an indie film. It was filmed in Kennebunkport, Maine, outside mostly, so it's beautiful. And the only people that are in it are the cast. There's no background characters.
At first, that guy that plays the main character that has the crazy voice that no one else uses, at first I was like, ugh. But by the end, I was like, there's no other way this could have been made.
Yeah.
This would not have been better without this guy. Like...
You liked the movie, though, right?
I did. Everything was so great. Stupid.
It's a hard beginning because it's like the first few minutes is not a part of the movie. It's like an intro in black and white. And you got to get through that. But once you get through that, then the credits start, and then you kind of roll into, okay, this is going to be okay. It's one of those.
How long has it been since you last watched Rocky Horror Picture Show?
Oh.
The 90s? Are you about to throw
I've
out
seen
a
it
90?
several times, but probably late 90s. No, early 2000s. I'm sure I saw it at some point. But the last time I remember for sure is the late 90s. It's a funny movie, and it's a musical.
The music is
I
good.
don't really care for musicals as a rule. And
Tim Curry's voice.
I enjoyed it. Tim Curry's anything he's in is generally going to be kind of cool.
Tim Curry's voice acting prowess and his singing ability just knock me over. Like him as Darkness in Legend. That's my favorite thing he's in.
Darkness and Legend.
Yeah. You'd know. Tom Cruise, one of his very first movies, and it's about
Legend.
Yeah, the guy with guy with horns.
Yeah.
Big devil. God, that's my bread and butter.
Tim Curry. I mean, everybody knows it.
Fern Gully. He played Hexus.
Yeah.
I love it.
He's been in so many different parts and even bit parts.
Even Annie.
Yeah.
Easy Street.
Oh, Lord.
Easy Street. God.
Why'd you ask me about Rocky Horror Picture Show?
Something about the quirkiness of The Living Wake reminds me a little bit of the quirkiness from Rocky Horror.
It's definitely quirky.
Yeah.
So you're going to like Wes Anderson movies?
Well, I did like the ones I've seen already. Moonrise Kingdom.
Moonrise Kingdom was a sweet
Little
film.
Miss Sunshine.
Little Miss Sunshine was funny.
That's probably one of my favorite things Steve Carell has been in.
I think you're going to personally I think you'll like. I think you need to watch Bottle Rocket because that's his first movie and it's the oldest and it introduced the Wilson brothers. But then I personally, it's hard to beat The Life Aquatic or The Grand Budapest Hotel. Those are probably two of my favorites. And he also did Rushmore, and he just put out a new one which escapes me, but I haven't seen it yet.
I never watched Thunderpants. I never watched Thunderpants. That shit you got me for Christmas one year.
It was on sale and it had Rupert Grint. It was on sale, girl.
You looked at the cover and saw Thunderpants, and it was about someone projectile farting into space, and that's why you got
I don't
it.
think they went into space. Wasn't it just some sort of weapon?
The farts weren't just some sort of weapon.
I mean, it's Rupert Grint. I thought you liked Ron Weasley. You should have given it a chance. You don't know. I mean, I never saw it, but it could have been good. I would never watch that. I thought you would.
It could have been good. No, I wish I had, because at this point in my life, it'd be something that was hilarious to me.
Yeah.
I don't know. At that point, as a 13 or 14-year-old, maybe it would have been funny in a different way. I was real into fart humor then. But I just never got around to watching it. I never will either.
I know. Do you still have it?
I don't know.
You have it, don't you? You kept it.
I might have, because I have a bunch of boxes of just sentimental shit.
Yeah.
And I might have just tossed it in there.
Yeah, that's sentimental shit.
Yeah, this fart movie my dad got me. Just throw that in there. Sentimental shit.
You get it out of your system.
Get one out of my system.
You get this out of your system.
You done yet? You. Sign off.
Okay.
This has been.
This is never going to make air. This is going to end up on one of Ronnie's old hard drives someday in a landfill. It's not going to get to YouTube.
This has been Rom and
A relaxed Big Daddy Stone. Yeah.
Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time. I think that's it.